Peace. This is Brother Hatim, and you have joined us on Giami Journey Radio. Be sure to check out our site and subscribe at tribe.giamijourney.com.
This is Shamika. This is Giami Journey Radio.
This is Melina, and this is Giami Journey Radio.
Peace, Hotep. It's Mansour Hotep, aka Mr. Deity. Mr. Deity, does it sound good? I think it sounds great. Right now, you listening to Giami Journey Radio.
If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry its name. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Giami Journey Radio. Shouts out to the Giami tribe, Giami family. Stand up. Peace.
Great day, great day, great day, great day. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live and direct. And of course, you know that you are now listening to Giami Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Oh man, I can feel it, I can feel it. I hear the rumbling in the sky. I hear the rumbling. We are on another thunderous Thursday. But listen, I had a dream this morning that when I woke up, that I was standing before 2015, and the whole year bowed down to me. And as it bowed, the earth shook. And the words that it spoke to me is, your wish is my command. Now, that wasn't just a dream for me. That's a dream for all of us. Your wish is my command. But one of the things we got to come out of is the wishful thinking, because it's not the wishful thinking that gets things done. Now, the title of the show today is In Search of Mastery Without Effort. Now, I was motivated by this because of some of the stuff I'm reading. I'm reading a book called Bounce off of Audible, and I also was reading some of my folktales, and in particular, this week I ran through the Arabian Nights, the Arabian Nights books again, and I got something very important out of that. Now, of course, I always got to have a backstory, because you know this is Giami Journey. This is how we do it, because I need you to get the message. Now, you can leave the mess, MESS, but get the message, MESSAGE. All right, listen. So, I'm reading a book called Bounce, and one of the things that Bounce is stressing is going a little bit deeper than Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers. Now, that's another excellent book that you can listen to. But in Malcolm Gladwell's Outlier, he discussed the process of becoming a master. And one of the things that he was trying to do was destroy the myth of talent that helped people make it. So what he did was he put some stories together, and it's an excellent read and an excellent listen, because he used a storytelling format to get his facts and his ideas across. And the piece that he wanted to show is that no one is an island. No man or woman is an island. They are assisted into their prominent roles in the world. And part of this assistance is the training that they undertake, as well as the trainers that help them get there. So one of the pieces that he brought out that's real famous right now in the self-help community is the 10,000 hour rule, where through his research he found that individuals that have focused 10,000 hours of time studying their skill, honing their craft, getting their stuff together, are the ones that rise to prominence. 10,000 hours of doing anything can catapult you into greatness, because there's very few people that can actually keep up with your skill level after you have developed 10,000 hours of practicing. Whether you want to be a rapper, whether you want to be a writer, whether you want to be a scientist, whether you want to be a doctor, whether you want to be a podcaster or a blogger, there are very few people that have the skill level that you will develop if you dedicate countless hours of practice to it. So now let's move to the book Bounce. Now in Bounce, I can't remember the author's name and I apologize for that, but in the book Bounce, what Gentleman is about, he takes it one step farther with the 10,000 hour rule. He comes up with the term purposeful practice. So it ain't just enough to have 10,000 hours to become the best. You need 10,000 hours of purposeful practice up under the tutelage of the right people. All right? Now, and with these 10,000 hours, you can't help but to rise in prominence. So another piece of the book that he starts attacking is the talent myth, which of course Malcolm Gladwell started writing his book for. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to destroy this whole idea of talent. So along with that, a thought came to me while I was doing this reading, and the question that I sent out on my timeline, and I would love to hear what your response to my question is, because me dealing with dealing in the education of our children, I have to really look at the mind states of the people that I work for and the people that I'm working for more directly, and the parents of the people that I'm working for. So one of the questions that I tweeted out yesterday was, would you, given a choice, would you prefer your child to receive an easy A or a hard-earned C? So your child goes into a class, and in the class, your child either receives an easy A or your child receives a hard-earned C. Which would you prefer? Now, I won't answer that, because, I guess I am going to answer it in this. But one of the things that we're seeing is I'm starting to notice that a lot of people around me want effortless mastery. They want to be able to master something without any effort. And another important point that, let me get back to Bounce, another important point that my man in Bounce discusses that I think is very pertinent for everybody out there, right? By the way, I want to send shots out to Ty Perez, because I was listening to one of his podcasts and he was talking about the book, and I said, let me check that out. And I got it as a real good book. Well, anyway, I'm listening to the book, and he gets to a part where he's totally focused on education. And And one of the pieces that really rung out with me was the whole talent myth, where we congratulate people on their talent, right, rather than on their effort. And what he shows in the book is that by us celebrating somebody's talent, which is a myth, we celebrate their talent. Oh, you're so smart. Oh, that came so easy for you. Oh, you don't even have to put a lot of effort into the things that you do. It just comes natural to you, type things, you know. And we compliment the talent rather than complimenting the effort that is applied to the task. And what he points out is that some studies show, I'm not going to say all the studies, but I'm going to say some studies show that this can ruin not only an adult, but it wreaks havoc on children. And why? Because if I was born naturally talented and I go into a class that's a little bit challenging for me, why should I prove that I'm not as gifted as everybody says I am? What is the, you know what I'm saying? This is, what is, you know, when we compliment people's talent, when people compliment your talent or you compliment your child's talent, what you are doing is you're helping them stay safe. When you look at the efforts that they do, oh, that's a good job. I mean, that's really, you put a lot of effort into completing that puzzle. Let's see if we can get you a harder puzzle now. Oh wow, your handwriting is beautiful, but you know, you let's try to work on that eye just a little bit. Oh man, you put a lot of effort into that mathematics problem. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to waste your time. Let me give you something a little bit more challenging. Now, when you celebrate their effort, what that shows them is that brilliance and effort go hand in hand. Success and hard work go hand in hand. When you celebrate their talents, what you are telling them, or what you're telling yourself, is that you're just supposed to be able to get it. And then just when you get it, sometimes when you can't just get it, you don't feel your best. All right, so now let me go on and bring it home. Now, so I'm reading. I read a story in Arabian Nights. I read two stories. One, I went back through the Aladdin myth. A lot of y'all familiar with the Aladdin myth. Well, y'all familiar with the skeleton of the Aladdin myth. What I want to challenge you to do is to actually go and get the story of Aladdin, not the Disney version, not the weak movie versions that's been coming on TV from the old days. I want you to actually pick up the book or pick up the audio and really listen to Aladdin's story, because a lot of people are living their life like Aladdin. Now, when you read Aladdin was what you would call in Capoeira a Maleki, or in other words, a rascal, a directionless youth whose mischief was so bothersome to his father that it eventually broke his father's heart and killed him. Now, because the father wanted Aladdin to get into some type of trade, and Aladdin refused. Aladdin wanted to hang. Aladdin was waiting around for something. And many of us are living our lives like Aladdin. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting for destiny to come and grab us by the collar like it did Aladdin. But a lot of times that don't happen, people. You know what I'm saying? We have to put that effort forth. See, the genie that Aladdin gets in the book, that's a story. The genie that Aladdin gets in the book, or the genie that you are waiting for, requires you to do the work. requires you to become a master. Now, because I want you to think about this. This is what the genie calls the person that rubs the lamp. I serve you, master. And I want you to think about that. The genie that you are looking for right now is in the lamp of the skill that you are pursuing. And once you get enough time in, you'll be able to rub the lamp of your skill, and that genie will arise and it will appear that you are able to do miracles. But this only comes with effort. This only comes with hard work. This only comes with mastery. Now, I'm not here because I never promise anybody that listens to my shows I got a show. Never. I don't, because one, if it comes fast, it don't last. If it comes slow, it's good to go. You have to put your work in. Now, and the last piece, and I'm done, is a story called The Magic Bird. The Talking Bird, The Singing Tree, and I think The Magic Water. And in the story is a story about the struggle of two brothers and a younger sister, where through hard times in life they are separated from their parents. They don't know who their parents are, but they're raised by a kindly old gentleman and his wife, and they just happen to be rich, so they train these children, and these children develop a lot of skills, not knowing that they're royalty. Well, anyway, the daughter sends her brothers out on a quest because the brothers love the sister and they're going to try to get her what she wants. So she sent them out on a quest. And part of the quest was that they had to climb a mountain of black stones without turning around. But the only thing is that these black stones always screamed hurtful things at the individuals that tried to climb the mountain. They were hope killers, these black stones. And as you climbed up the mountain, the farther you climbed, the louder the stones became. And if you turned around to look behind you, you would also turn into one of the black stones. So the two brothers go, and one of them make it pretty far up the mountain, but through his fear, after hearing all these naysayers, all these hope killers, he stops and turns around because he's trying to run back down the mountain. The second brother comes, he tries to climb up, but before he even gets a good 5 feet up the mountain, he turns around because a voice was so insulting that he felt that he had to defend his pride. So he turned around to grab the saber to try to kill whoever it was that offended him. He turned to a black stone. But the sister came, and the sister was able to ignore the dream killers. Now, I'm saying all that to say this. One, mastery comes with effort. Mastery comes through purposeful practice. The talent myth is false, and we need to get rid of it, and you need to get it up out your life, because it's about the effort that you apply to the skill that you want to use. The next is stop living your life like Aladdin. You know what I'm saying? Stop living your life like a Maleki, like a rascal. You know what I'm saying? Stop wasting your major resource. That's your time. And last but not least, you always gonna run into dream killers on this hero's journey. On this journey, you always gonna run into them. So you have to learn how to ignore them, because that's part of the struggle. Because when you training yourself, you know what I'm saying? When you training yourself and you're moving towards mastery, if you ever seen a master work, it's a beautiful thing. When you have seen somebody that is good at what they do, it don't matter how loud the cries of the haters are. It doesn't matter how loud the naysayers are. Once a master starts working their craft, it's almost like the magic of the craft shields them from everything. They don't hear them, they don't see them, and they do the impossible. And I'm saying to you on this Thunderous Thursday, you are capable of doing the impossible. Yo, this is Brother Hatem, and this is Thunderous Thursdays. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to be closing the show out. soon as I can get this thing to work. There we go. All right, cool. So, having some technical difficulties, but this is Thunderous Thursday. You know that this is Giammi Journey Radio, so make sure you check us out. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Google+. You know this is a Heart of December production, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm.